Hello, beautiful friends. How are you today? Please write in the comments. How are you? How's life? How you doing? So much about this Facebook Live is to connect with you. And I am eager and excited to hear how you're doing. If you're needing some support, if you're feeling a little lost in this whole thing, life, reach out. Let me know how you're doing. So we're in the waxing crescent moon, and if you got a chance to look at the moon last night, it was absolutely stunning. And the waxing crescent moon is our time of really setting intentions, getting prepared to take action. And so what better way to really jump into the throat chakra for this lunar cycle and really share about what it is that we want. So I was rereading my Bringing the Wild Within planner, the planner I made about 5 years ago, and I've been using regularly. I was looking through them to get some quotes and some inspirations and some nuggets for the book that I'm writing. And at the top of the page, it says, I am so grateful that I have, in this little bubble, and it's a being in gratitude for what you desire that maybe isn't right in front of you or that you can see right now. And so for years, I alternated between I am so grateful that I have a community of women that I get to celebrate seasonal festivals with, that we come together, that is an incredible group, that I have a virtual space of women that are intimate and connecting, and we go into the depths together. And my other one was I am so grateful that I have a book that is reaching the right people, that is creating space for others in their healing journey. And as I was looking at this, that I'd written over and over and over for literally years, I went, how interesting. So interesting. It was in here. It was in my brain. And I had to speak it into existence. I had to physically say, I am creating a community called Spiral of the Year, or the Magical Mothering Community on Patreon. I had to speak that. In my brain, it was simply a thought. Yes, it was growing bigger, and yes, it was getting momentum, but until I actually said the words, I'm having goddess camp, and I would like for women to come physically be in my space. And then at the same time, it also took time to get this beautiful property. You see my chickens and my goddess tent over there and our house. It took time to get the sacred space together so that I could hold space for women to come and gather physically. Because traveling the country, we'd stop at these beautiful spaces of Bureau land management land, or we would stop at these beautiful state parks, and I wasn't personally able to hold space because there were so many other people in that space. And so I knew, and I had tried it before. I tried doing a retreat, and it was a little chaotic, and it went well, but I wasn't able to relax into it because I didn't have the space to hold. I had to pay for the buildings, I had to pay for the campground, I had to pay for all of this stuff to create space for this retreat. And so, good morning, Lonice. And so now that I have this space, I am so excited to see physically come into manifestation this goddess camp. This camp out for women to come and gather with their children, if they so choose to bring their children, to grow deeper together, to create some intimacy. And I think the best part of it is I'm not looking at this particular event as a business enterprise. I'm not looking at Goddess Camp as what most coaches or healers look at their camps as charging thousands of dollars, or, making it inaccessible to those who really want to come. And I'm seeing the value in creating space for women, not as a business, because that is so not the divine feminine, but creating space for women to be with each other in a way that is fun and restorative and wild, and for us to really just come together as a community for the week and to unravel whatever is in the works of all of our energies. And so I'm realizing how vitally important it is to speak. So if there's something that you have been desiring and you've been writing it down and maybe making vision boards or creating space for it in your brain, maybe doing the gratitude work for it, but you haven't actually spoken it into existence, you can wait until you're ready. I did. I had to wait until I had the sacred space to create, until it was kind of time, until I knew that I could get some sort of container to hold that space. But I would like you to look at what is your heart's desire, and what is something that has been a desire of your heart for a long, long time. And you keep just saying, it'll come, it'll come, it'll come. It might be the time. The time might be now, and you may just need to either make a Facebook Live or make a video or share it with close friends and family. You may be actually hindering the very thing you desire by not speaking it into existence. And so I have to share, creating Goddess Camp and sharing that was really, really scary, because it was something that I wanted so badly. It was something that my heart desired so much. And my fear was, what if I put this out there and I get crickets and nobody wants to do this? And what if my heart's desire is just just not going to happen? What if nobody is interested in what this is? Amanda says, yes, more Facebook Lives. Yes, speaking into existence. And for me, I'm really finding so much value in not teaching. I'm finding, and I feel like those that are in even the Patreon group, of not teaching, but really sharing. Because for me, when I get into that role of having a program and I'm the teacher, that loses that community intimacy aspect. And so I'm so excited for Goddess Camp, and I've already have some of the women that are coming saying, can I share this that I know how to do? Can I offer this? Can I bake? Can I bring this? And it's like, yes to all of it. So I really am excited to create a true community of space for women to come and share in a space where they can be seen and recognized and loved and accepted just as they am. For us to really share in a way that peels back some of the layers that maybe we haven't been able to say and speak into existence before, because it hasn't been safe to do so. Not everybody can hop on Facebook Live and blurt out their healing journey to the world, and that is okay. That's not what I'm asking you to do. But I am inviting you to come into sacred space. And if you're unable to come to Goddess Camp this time, every 6 weeks is my intention. My intention is to hold at least a 4-day event every 6 weeks. So Halloween weekend from Friday through Monday is going to be the next Goddess Camp. If you want to mark that in your calendar, if you're able to come. The next one will be around winter solstice, and then the next one will be around the beginning of February, and the next one will be around March 21st. So, and from then on. So this is my heart's desire, and this has been the desire of my heart. Ever since I lived in the little mountain community that I did in California, I would hold seasonal festivals. And they were more aimed at children because my children were younger. But really my heart desired to create them for other women. And I wasn't fancy, and I didn't do a lot of like things. And I realized over the past 4 years of traveling that me bringing myself to the table is what is going to work the best. Me being authentic in my practicality, me being authentic in the way that I do things is going, to leave space for other women to bring their authentic gifts, to leave space for creation and like as Amanda says, the collaboration and the co-creation of the week, rather than me feeling like I have to organize it and I'm the leader and everything needs to be organized. I'm excited. I keep getting these insights as to like have some yarn sitting around so we can make some nature looms, and have a book of games out so that people can see what kind of games they want to play, but not scheduling everything, and just seeing where the time takes us so that we can truly be inspired by each other and with each other, and then create space to have this intimacy and depth during our week. So I just want to share how truly excited I am about the throat chakra. I feel like this is the moment. Good morning, Leandra and Lisa. I feel like September, right? Back to school, new beginnings in a way. There's such a potent, beautiful time in this September, and especially in autumn equinox, of this balance of our lives being in balance, and we can see the balance. We can see how everything is coming into play. So I would love for you to take some time for you to really look at what are your heart's desires. And we did a lot of this last month with the heart chakra. And so we're going to move that up into the throat chakra. We're going to move up our heart's desires and what it is that our heart truly longs for, and we're going to speak that into existence. And if you don't have a good morning, sunshine. If you don't have a safe space to do that in, I invite you to go into the Patreon group, go into our Discord community, write in there, or create an event, or write in there, I would like to speak my truth and I would like to be heard. Write what time and date you would like to do that, and we will pop on into the video so that you can be heard in a safe, sacred space. This is my desire for the virtual community as much as the physical community that is being created. So I just wanted to share a little bit of my own heart that 5 years in the making, it's happening, and I had to just speak it into existence, because otherwise, it's just going to stay in this kind of, that the thing that the rats run on, like that cycle. It's just going to stay up here. And yes, we can wait for the right timing, and yes, we can wait for the right space, and yes, we can wait for as long as we want to, and we can also speak into existence what it is that we desire so that we can be truly heard. And so thank you for those of you who message me and share with me your desires. Thank you for those who share in the Discord group your desires. I love hearing these, and I hold space for those because I know how sacred these desires and these visions and these longings are. So keep them in your heart space, and when you are ready, move them into the throat space. And if saying them feels really scary, sing them. It doesn't have to be to a tune, but you can sing them into existence, and it is just as great. So sometimes just putting them into a sound solidifies the thoughts and the heart dreams and the desires. So as much as drawing them and vision boarding them, giving them a voice. So let me hear from you in the Discord group. What desires of your heart need to be given a voice? I'm super excited to hear from you, and I will see you all tomorrow.